Hello everyone, this is Scott from Exposition.com. Today I want to be giving you some SEO tips that I see most people fail. Number one, categories. People write categories. In fact, I recently started increasing my categories. Instead of me creating them on the spot, I'm actually going to create a ton of categories that I will be covering, and therefore when I go to write a post, they'll already be there and properly formatted. However, there are some things that people fail at. I personally do this, and I guess I could say I apologize to you guys for that. And that is, I do not write descriptions. Your business, let's say for instance, I'm going to take this business one. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you what this looks like. Okay, this is a business category. As you notice, I've also removed the category tag from WordPress by using Yoast SEO plugin and configuring it to where it would remove it. That helps a lot in the long run. You do not want, if you're going to be doing something like I am planning to do, you do not want that. It looks bad and it looks worse and it makes your URLs longer, and you want them to look clean for your search engines. Furthermore, you don't want to do what I was doing earlier. I've made so many mistakes on this thing. I'm surprised I haven't just burned this website yet. I made a huge mistake, and that was with my titles. I tried following a guide on a website, and it always put like a separator and then your site name. And I'm sorry, but that looks like crap to me. That's not what you should be doing. Because when a search engine goes, they're going to be seeing that and they're going to be like, why? Why did you do this? And they're going to be, and it's just going to cause a ton of issues, and it's just gonna it just clutters your search engine. Not only that, but it looks pathetic if you're not going to go back and optimize all your old posts. That's what I'm basically in the works of. This will have to be redesigned. All my categories and tags are going to have descriptions, and they're going to be properly organized. All of my old posts either going to have to be rewritten, trashed, or reconfigured for this new thing, for my new plan. All my images are going to have properly configured alt tags manually. I am so sick of going in and trying to use plugins that do it for me like that. They don't work. I have friendly SEO images running and it doesn't work properly. Most of my images come back and say, dude, put an alt tag here. And I'll be like, I thought I did, and it didn't work. Mostly on the home page do we run across this issue. So that's going to have to be redone. So I guess I just said a ton of things there. Number one, your business, make sure your categories have a description, and then set that in Yoast to be your excerpt, because those are actually huge return pages. If you get a properly made theme, those are even great landing pages, because they will drive traffic to multiple posts. Not only that, but it helps with the structure of your website. In a search snippet, you should have your title, your URL, and then it should give you the categories followed by which your navigation and breadcrumbs lead to. So it would be home, tech, science, happy, something like that. That right there is helpful because it stands out. A lot of websites are poorly made for that. They don't include the schema markup to do that. Secondly, how do you say it? It just looks better. It looks a lot better. And when people can click on those your breadcrumbs and be taken back to your pages. Categories are also great for site links, whether you believe it or not. For instance, if you have a main category, let's say business is a site link for my website. So on the Google search engine, it would say the Daily Exposition, and then it'd have a list of site links, and business would be under there. Well, if you're using the category tag, it's going to look bad to a search engine. It's going to say, why is this /category? That looks pathetic. It doesn't look right. So by removing that, you actually are saving yourself a lot of trouble. In my opinion, it looks better for news websites. Other people would argue and say, no, dude, you're just crazy. I personally like it. It's going to look better if people are picky about that. I was going to a lot of websites and I was thinking, How do I want this to be designed? Where are my ads going to go? What's my structure? What categories? How am I going to organize the categories? And all the websites I went to, when they had a category, they never put a backslash category. That's because they're good websites, and a lot of people on WordPress just don't do that. It actually is beneficial from the way that your structure will look if you remove it. Consequently, though, by doing so, it's also going to mean Google is going to have to re-index everything. I'm actually wanting that. I'm actually wanting Google to re-index everything. Because my XML site... Okay. Back in the day, I had some issues. Number one, I had a Blogger blog, as most of you noticed when I first started out. I still have it, but I don't update it. And that got a lot of traffic every day. I was getting... My Alexa rank was fairly low compared to most other Blogger blogs. Then I transferred to WordPress and deleted that blog. I didn't put a 301 redirect to those posts. I lost all the traffic and the page rank. I died. Then I came over here and I said, okay, I'm going to do things differently. I grabbed WooCommerce and I said, okay, I'm just going to make a quick affiliate store. I made a little bit of money off of it. I won't lie. I made a little bit of money. I think I made like $5 off of it. Downside. It filled my database with useless images, because what it would do is it'd import everything, and then the text would have to be rewritten, and it filled my database. When I went in there, I had 100,000 inodes. An inode is a file, so 100,000 files of images. I literally had to go through and delete them. On some of my posts on here, too, I don't have a featured image anymore because I accidentally deleted it in the process of cleaning up my mess. That was bad, so I stopped doing that. I also thought, oh, I'll do a newsletter from here. I stopped that as well. I stopped doing the newsletter here because it was just stupid right now. I don't have the traffic or the subscribers to demand a newsletter. And if I did, it's actually better to get a service to do it. Because WordPress is not good for distributing newsletters. There's PHP scripts and things like MailChimp that make it much better, or Aweber. Those are ones that you're all commonly subscribed to. I'm not going to be setting up a whole server dedicated to sending out newsletters in a timely fashion and trying to... No, I can't do that. I do not have the means to do that right now. So I've constantly evolved and tried to say, okay, I need to stop messing around. I've deleted BBPress and BuddyPress, and I've fought with myself to do this and that and that and this, and then, okay, I said, okay, I'm done. They're all staying, but here's the problem. I actually then ended up changing my SEO plugin. I was using Premium SEO Pack from CodeCandy. The thing was so low that it increased my load time alone. It counted for about 70%. It was ridiculously slow. That plugin had some nice features, but it was so incredibly pathetically slow, and it didn't do things as well as Yoast. While it did give me a video sitemap, it failed to configure it properly, so the video sitemap was utterly useless. It didn't even show the videos properly in the sitemap. It looked like it was put together by a 3-year-old. Yoast, on the other hand, does it correctly. So I said, okay, I love that plugin to death because it was great right off the bat when I wanted to configure things like the meta description and went through and I'm like, oh, this is great. Well, here's the thing. I looked back and it did things stupidly wrong. Not only did it change the meta descriptions, the titles, and the keywords, it, one, put too many keywords. It could almost be looked at as keyword stuffing at times from some of the stuff that was on there because it didn't limit you. The description was just the first sentence. It was auto-generated. It wasn't optimized. It was the first sentence with a cutoff of 3 dots. That's bad for SEO. You want a rich description that is written well. I messed up on there, and I had to rectify it. So then my traffic went down again. Then I came over here and I said, okay, I'm going to do that. Remember that separator tag that I kept mentioning? I did that. And then I said, wait, why am I doing this? It looks stupid. It looked stupid. I don't want my site name on all of it. That's not how an article is supposed to look. And it caused me issues. Now I'm at this point where I'm saying, okay, I'm going to redo my entire strategy again. Hopefully for the last time. I went in and I changed Yoast again, and it deleted some things. WordPress has a thing called media attachments, or attachment pages, and Yoast was including in the sitemap. Those pages are absolutely, what's the term, useless. While they're great if you use them, they're not really necessary. Because they look like crap. In fact, all my media attachment pages just redirect to where the image file is. Because there's no point to those pages. I'm sorry. if you use them, but there's no point. They look stupid. Not only that, but most ad networks don't want ads on those pages. So that had to be scrapped. That had to be scrapped real fast. Then I was looking at some of the other things for WooCommerce. The XML sitemap was including like the locations. That one, that doesn't really exist right now, and two, that's stupid. It is stupid. So I trashed it. Now I'm here, and I'm saying, okay, this needs to be one, redesigned. My homepage, I hate the way this site looks, no offense. I love Jarita and the guy who made it. You are great people, but this thing does not fit what I want it to be. When it first came out, it was great. It was what I wanted. And then I realized I could do a lot more. I have a lot more ideas. And it just didn't do things properly. I've tried going into the developer and requesting things, but the theme hasn't been updated in months. So I've said, okay, I'm going to have to get a new one. I'm actually looking at a new one that was released yesterday. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. I was home, and I was just like, okay, what am I going to do? This doesn't look what I want it to. It doesn't do what I need it to do. I want to customize it. I want it to look. So what I do? Oh, I went to ThemeForest and said, all right, let's see what we got here. And I said, oh, I stumbled across it instantaneously, and it was a new theme released that day. If there was such a thing as good luck or a sign, that was probably it. And I said, okay, that'll be my goal. And I'm trying to put myself to the point where I can say, when am I going to say, okay, now I'm finally ready to get it? I would say when I get all of my things ready, my categories, my tags, everything will be right there. Configured, ready to go. I'm going to have to go through all my old posts, grammar check it, check the images, make sure those are done. Check. Configure them for Yoast SEO, then boom, I'll be good. Once all my tags, everything is set up, then I'll do it. I'll do a redesign. I'm hoping that developers will get around to adding BuddyPress, BBPress, and the WooCommerce with the custom theme. Hint, hint, if you guys watch this, or you can go on Code Canyon and look up Newsmag and say, hey, my friend here, Scott, said you need to do this, could you do it for me? That would be great. Because that's what I want. He did test it, and he did find that it is compatible with BuddyPress, and it will load, it just isn't stylized to the theme, and that's okay, that'll be done soon. He is planning on doing it, well, they are planning on doing it. I keep acting like it's one person like the old themes, but no, there's actually a group of them, and I am going to love it. Because I want this to be bigger than what it is, and as it's set up, it just doesn't work. I don't normally get picky over things, but when it comes to the way my site looks, I always look at things like, I look at bigger sites and I say, why am I not like them? And then I say, why is my traffic not like them? My content's better. Okay, that's not right. I'm not saying that I'm better than like CNN. I'm talking about like other sites on the internet that have so many backlinks and so many shares, and the content's just poorly written. The theme looks like it was put together by a 3-year-old, and then I'm just saying, you know what? Stop. I always do that, and I just say, why? And I think it's about time when I finally come to myself and said, I figured out why. It's all in the SEO. It's all in how things are done. It's because I've continuously changed things. If I want, I'd basically have to ask Google, I want you to get rid of everything that you thought about my site before and put this on there if I could change it. That's what I would do right now. Is say, Google, we've had our differences, but here's the facts. I need you to get rid of everything that my website has from your search engines, and I want you to re-index it. Put it all back in there the way that I have it now. But I can't do that. I could probably go back to Google and have it fetch and ping all of the posts and use social signals to say, yo, this thing's been updated or this and that, and stop changing my theme. Because honestly, I'm so sick of changing themes. I need to stop. I have a headache from trying to fix these things. And it's because I like customization. I like my theme. I like to where I can customize it. Because, yeah, those things look great out of the box. My first theme, oh my god, I thought it was like the best thing ever. They were just boxes and stuff like that. And then I realized, 1, this thing does not have SEO. Oh. 2, this thing doesn't support like any plugins that add functionality to the site. Oh. 3, it wasn't responsive. Oh. And then I said, I spent like $55 on it as like my first theme when I started this site, and I said, all right, that was a complete waste of time. Throw it out the window. Here's what we need to do. And now after I got the arcade corner and I was looking at it, and I said, as I was working on it, and I said, I love this site, and I feel like I neglected my other one. Because that one actually is decent. That one I'm trying. Using my social signals properly. I'm using Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus properly. I've put in a lot of effort right now for that little site just to start up. And now I look at this one, and this was like my home. This is like my little child, I guess you could say. And I neglected it. That's not going to happen anymore. I have finally said, no more. This is changing, and this is how. So, starting today, you're going to see a lot of changes coming forth. This is gone. I'm going to come out of the dark ages with this thing. I'm so sick of dark themes. I'm so sick of the darkness. The darkness is... What am I doing? Bad Scott. I'm so sick of the way that this thing is so dark. I want it to look good. I want it to be something that when I sit down and I actually want to write something for the site, and that's what's going to happen. If any of you want any tips, functionality, want to help me out, you want to go bug a theme offer for me, please, if you want me to do a review, I'm even going to have tips and guest posting of the next big thing. Then I'm going to call it the next big thing. The big relaunch, I guess we could say. And that's going to be serious. There will be a lot of things that are coming. And I've said this before, and I've just ended up redoing the same thing. No. This is like an entirely new Scott. No more will you see my cruddy Facebook image from 2 years ago. If you want to know why I haven't done that, because my face is a mess, people. I know. Happens to the best of us. There will be major changes. There will be a new image. I'm going to have tips. I'm going to be redesigning. No more will you have crappy add this floating images over here that make no sense. You know why I put that? I like the social analytics. Did it ever help me? No. Did I just like to stare at it? Sometimes, yes. Do I care about that now? No. Here's what I need to do. I need to take a step back. I'm going to recollect. I removed all my analytic tracking. And that was not a very smart move. I have no idea what's going on with my site right now. I'm just like, so, what am I doing today? The arcade corner actually does. I actually use Google Analytics like a smart person would. This one I haven't. I've neglected it. So I have no idea what people want to write. I just do things and I just say, alright, I put it here. And I also always used to use a thing called Social Networks Auto Poster, Snap. And that thing sucked. It was wonderful for doing its job, but it just looked like crud. I mean, those posts would only get like very few in their post reach. But now I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it the smart way. I'm going to say, what can I do? And I look at it and I say, here's what I'm going to do. I write the post and I send it out to Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Those are my 3 big boys. Every other social network that exists is just there for the sake of existing and keeping the name. I had this one service that it was like free and it told you what social networks you had yet to claim your name on. And I hated it. I said, I love doing it because I just go on the site real quick and be like, oh yeah, I'll just make up my name. Ding! Alright, now I'm here and I'll manage this too. No, I'm sorry, but I don't have the time to manage that many social networking pages. And people would be like, oh, you're just on this and that and this. Speaking of which, let's get my phone out real quick. Let's just point out all the social networks that I have on my phone. Okay, I'm gonna go to my apps real quick, and I can't really show you guys. Alright, I start from alphabetical order. I have ask.fm. I have app.net. Then I have Facebook. Then I have Google+. Then I have Flipboard. Well, that came pre-installed. I'm sorry about that. And then I have LinkedIn. That one I actually use for personal things. Then I have Keek. I don't even have a Keek account. Instagram. Then we come over to the next page, and I have Quora, which MySpace. Yeah, I don't know why MySpace is on there. Then I have, well, I guess you could say Steam, but Steam doesn't really count. I guess, yeah, well, I like to keep up with my game. Sorry, people. So we'll say Steam, Stumble Upon, Twitter. Then I have Twitch, Vimeo, VK. VK is meant for other countries. It's mostly a European social network. It's the European Facebook. We Heart It, Yammer, And that is it, unless you want to count YouTube. I don't count YouTube as a social network. So starting today, I'm actually going to uninstall some of these. Oh, that's view type. Sorry, people. We're going to come over here, and we're going to uninstall. Go to my home page. I am not going to use app.net. I am not going to use ask.fm. Goodbye. Now we go to the next page. Facebook, you're going to stay. I actually still use that. We can keep Fun Run. By the way, if y'all have Fun Run, you can put your name in the comments below. I like that game. Google Plus, you're going to stay because my phone would not like it if I got rid of you. Instagram, bye-bye. I don't use you. Keek, I don't even know what you are. I'm sorry. Goodbye. MySpace, I hate you. No one likes you. No one's left on there. LinkedIn, you have to stay for for professional reasons. Quora, goodbye. SlideShare, goodbye. StumbleUpon, goodbye. Tumblr, you can leave. Vimeo, you can also leave. VK, I'm gonna leave you because I have plans for you later. We Hearted, I don't know what this thing is, so you're gone. Yammer, you're the cheap knockoff of LinkedIn, leave me alone. Okay, my phone no longer has them. And I think I'll show a post about that later. I'll post it too on this website somewhere for you guys to see it. Okay, that's done. My phone is rid of these social networks. I'm gonna manage. I'm basically gonna come up with a list, and I'm gonna show you guys later what my plan is. These things are gone. My Blogger blog, I'm sorry guys, as much as we all love it, and my WordPress blog, it's going to be gone. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go on, and I'm just gonna do a redirect automatically to this website. That's my plan. Not a very good plan, I guess you could say, but that's the plan. All the traffic will be driven here. I'm not managing a bunch of tiny little blogs anymore. I'm trying to get serious. This is going to be a big blog. It's going to cover... Why do I keep saying blog? This is a big website. This is going to cover multiple topics and videos. It's going to have everything. I'm going to do this right, and it's going to cover large amounts of content. Not only that, but you see these categories? By the time I'm done, all of them will have this thing. I'm going to add more. I've gone to websites, and I've gotten product review tabs, and I've added them. Even if I have no post content for them yet, they're there because I know I'm going to use them. I've used other websites to model my descriptions and my categories, and I add my own as I say, oh yeah, what about this? And I put it there. And then I have it categorized. So we have like business, make money online, and then, ooh, Swagbucks is under this one. Great way to keep it organized. It's wonderful. They're all going to have their custom descriptions. It's going to take me a while, guys. I'm sorry because I like to be picky. It's just what's going to happen. You will see that new theme. Trust me, when I get it, you will think it's an entirely new site. My logo, this little thing, that'll all be different. This is going to be different. I love my little thing. You've got questions. We got answers. That's going to have to change. I may keep it initially until I can figure out something new that's probably cooler or catchier. If y'all got anything to put in the comments below, feel free. I mean, I'm taking suggestions. I also have other people that I'll ask too and get their input. But if you like, actually, we could do that. Actually, no, because I'm afraid some of the trolls will get a hold of this, but I want you to put it in the comments below and just say, if you like it, reply to the person or like it up. And if one of the comments gets more likes in this video, I don't know what I'll do with myself. I know I've neglected my video reviews. I've been trying to, because ever since I started the Arcade Corner, I've been trying to figure out how to manage everything, and it didn't do too well for me. I love that website a lot. I really like the Arcade Corner. It's not making me much money because I'm trying to build up traffic. Google's indexing the site right now, so Google's going to take a while because it's slow. The posts in there also need to be rewritten a little bit. I need to go in and do it manually. I want to review all the games as well, but that's all going to come in time. This is my priority. This is where I started. This is where my time is going to go. That I'm going to let Google do its business and let it be known, and I'm going to have people come there and search traffic and start using it. That's kind of my goal for that site right now, is have people use it. If you all seen the other videos, go to thearcadecorner.com. Don't forget to put THE in front of it, thearcadecorner.com, or if you can say the, but I like the because it sounds like Shakespeare. Or did he say something else? Someone research that. This is going to be different. I'm also not going to be using pre-optimization, auto-optimization. Add this. I'm sorry, you've had a great run, but it's not fitting anymore. It's not what it needs to. What I need is I need social sharing built in. I don't want to use JavaScript. I generally want to use images and have it linked. That's much better. It'll load faster for you guys. That's probably the key thing. My RSS, I don't know if I'm going to use FeedBurner or not. FeedBurner is great, but if you have your own RSS reader, that's another thing. So you see the issue there? FeedBurner is great for managing your feeds, but a lot of people, they want an easy way to subscribe to it. That's why I'm thinking about using FeedBurner, but at the same time, I know a lot of you don't want to. So I'm going to think of something to do for you guys. You're all going to be happy in the end. I will find a way. I may have two versions of the syndicated feed, one for FeedBurner and the other one there. I'm gonna have it to where you can all subscribe to specific category feeds, because this site's gonna cover a large array of topics. So I want you to be able to subscribe to the content you want. If you only want to watch the videos, you will only watch the videos. If you only want to read posts about video games, you will only have to read posts about video games. Another thing, you see these ads, I'm sorry, but good for you guys, ads from media.net are D-O-N-E, done. Should have said gone there, would have been kind of funny. Media.net was a great additional network, but I hate it. I don't want that network advertisement. You know why? They're not responsive and they're not visual. So if you all could do some research, maybe you're a webmaster. Here's what I'm looking at. I'm going to continue to use AdSense. I'm going to use info links as well. Info links will go in text. I'm going to limit it for you guys, of course, and I'm also going to try and get a hold of some of the support guys over there, so that way when I redesign it, they'll only show it in the post content, because a lot of websites, I hate them for it. If you guys can give me a network, here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an ad network that will allow me to have background advertising, a site skin background advertisement. That is one of my key things in this upcoming changes. I want that. The arcade corner already has plans for it. I'm going to use a network called CPM Star to do it, but I want one for this. You can give me something that'll directly sell it. If I have to use Google Direct Exchange, the AdX, I will use that. But I want you guys to tell me what you think. Should I sell advertisements on my own? Should I use the ad exchange? Because here's what I got. I can sell advertisements on my own through the use of a plugin, but generally they're going to be low quality and I have to attract advertisers here. That's a pain. I can do it. I know how. There's a system in place that I can download a plugin and it'll do it for me. I don't want to, but if you guys think I should, then go ahead and tell me. An ad network that automatically fills it would be good. I've tried other networks like Legit, Sovereign, which is owned by Sovereign now. High CPM indeed, but low fill rate. I love high fill rates. I want a site skin advertisement. I also would prefer if it had RSS feed advertisements. It's not likely. I'm just thinking I kind of like the option. If you guys could find me something like that, that'd be wonderful. I've heard of buy sell ads. If you guys use that, put it in the comments below. I'm kind of curious on the platform. I'm kind of airy on it because I don't know if the advertisements are responsive. My website's going to be responsive. That is the key thing. Everything needs to flow with the design of the page. They need to be responsive. Whether I can cheat through it with JavaScript, I will gladly do that, but I need you guys to tell me. If you have a website and you use one of these networks, put it there. And also, if you recommend Chitika, goodbye. That network is bad. But I want a site skin background. I either want to be able to sell it directly or I want to have it. Interstitial ads or ones that take over the page that before it loads out would also be good. Is it necessary? No. That's why I'm thinking leaning to the double click for publishers is being able to sell it, but I don't know how to use it that well. And I don't know how it compares to other networks such as buy sell ads, but if you all could give me some information on that, that would be wonderful. I don't want any video ads. Don't give me pop-ups either. I do not want an ad network that specializes in pop-ups or video playing ads. Why? Unless, let me fix that. Unless it's an ad network that gives videos an ad, it gives a video ad within a video. So for instance, if I have a video that I publish on my website as opposed to YouTube, I want that to play an ad before it. That would be great. But that can already be filled through AdSense, so I don't need to worry about that. I want a network that basically, if I want the advertisement type, I will get it. I want site skin. It will have space for a site skin, trust me. My in-text advertisements will be filled through not buy a sell ads, info links. They will be filled. They will be colored appropriately, and there will not be too many of them. They will be all configured properly, only to show on pages that I tell them to. I will wane it out and fight with customer support if I have to get that, because I used to read a lot of websites that used it, and they always gave me an ad here, an ad over here, and an ad over here, and then the links are all over the place. Like, if I implement it directly, the ads would be over here. That just looks bad to me. So what we need to do is I need an advertising network that will fit everything that I need, and I'm going to do everything else. Everything else will be figured. If you haven't registered yet, please register. If you want to be a contributor, use my contact form on here, and if you want to help contribute and put your own content on here to promote your own website, please do that, and I'll get to you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for listening to my long spiel, and if you have any recommendations, put them in the comments below. I'm looking to get huge input everywhere from any direction, and this is going to be, I have like a week off for school from Thanksgiving, and then I'm going to have like Christmas break will come around like Christmas time. So I mean, I'm pushing this stuff. I have time now. I'm gonna go boom, 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 boom. This will happen, and it will happen quickly, and I will get it done, and it will look good for you guys. That is the key thing. Better content, better look, more revenue, faster load times, and better SEO. That is my goal. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.